Today we will see one of the important concept from the Kaumari Pratya, that is Upashirshaka. Upashirshaka, it means according to Vagbhatta, Kapale Pavane Dushti Garbhasthasyapi Jayate Savarno Nirujaha Shofastam Vidyadupashirshakam. This is from the Ashtanga Sangraha 23rd chapter, Shloka number 21. Vata which is vitiated due to the factors related to the uterus, that is Garbhashaya, during the delivery gets accumulated in the skull, that is Kapala, and region of the child, leading to the swelling. This produces swelling similar color to that of the skin above the head, which is pendes. Why this term known as Upashirshaka? Because it looks a second head. Here in this picture you can see the swelling comes over the head. The Samprapti is first Vata is vitiated, then Sthana Samshraya in the Kapala, which causes the Shofa. According to Charaka, Doshastrayaha Swayihi Kupitaha Nidanehi Kurvanti Shofa Shirasaha Sughoram. It means that due to causative factors, that is Nidana, all the three doshas gets vitiated and produces the serious Shotha in the Shira Pradesha, in head region. So, Chikitsa, Vatavadi Chikitsa is advocated in the initial stages. Then second, the features usually subsides with the Shiropichu and Pariseka with Balataila. Still, if it remains unrelieved, then the management of the Vidradi have to be adopted. So, there are total 3 clinical conditions: succeedinum, subgaleal hematoma and cephalohematoma. So, in this picture, below the scalp, there are the layers. Those are: first is skin, then connective tissue, glial aponeurosis, loose alveolar tissue, periosteum and bone. First is caput succeedinum. Caput succeedinum refers to swelling or oedema of the infant's scalp that appears as a lump on their head shortly after the delivery. This is the condition which is harmless and it is due to the pressure put on the infant's head during the delivery. It does not indicate the damage to the brain or the bones of the cranium. This is not a serious case. So, the caput succeedinum causes due to prolonged pressure from the dilated cervix or the vaginal pulse on the baby's head may cause this condition. A long, difficult labor with a lot of pushing can cause this condition. Then second is subgaleal hematoma. Subgaleal hematoma, that is SGH, is an accumulation of the blood under the galeal aponeurosis of the scalp. So in this picture, vacuum delivery, subgaleal hematoma is caused by the rupture of the emissary veins, that is connection between the dural sinus and the scalp veins, and it is typically seen in the neonates after the vacuum delivery. Subgaleal hematoma is characterized by the crossing of the cranial sutures. Then third is cephalohematoma. A cephalohematoma is a hemorrhage of the blood between the skull and the periosteum. The usual cause of the cephalohematoma are the prolonged second stage of the labor or the instrumental delivery, particularly forceps delivery. The most obvious sign of a cephalohematoma is a soft, raised area on the newborn's head. So in this picture you can see all 3 conditions and difference between these conditions. In cephalohematoma, oedema over the presenting part of the skull. So there are some layers, that is scalp, galeal aponeurosis, subgaleal space, periosteum, parietal bone and dura mater. So in this, the oedema over the presenting part of the skull is called as caput succeedinum. Then in subgaleal hemorrhage, you can see the accumulation of blood under the galeal aponeurosis. And in third condition, that is in cephalohematoma, the accumulation of blood between the skull and periosteum. Then next, difference between the caput succeedinum and cephalohematoma. First, caput succeedinum present at the birth and cephalohematoma appears after few days after the birth. Succeedinum may lie on sutures and they are not well defined, and in cephalohematoma, sutures are well defined. In caput succeedinum, soft beats on the pressure, and in cephalohematoma, soft does not beats on the pressure. In caput succeedinum, size largest at the birth and gradually subsides within a week. And in cephalohematoma, the size it becomes largest after the birth, then it disappears within a few weeks to month. So this much is for today's video. For more details, please check the description box. If you have any doubts, then let me know in comment section. Share those who want to know about it, and at last, don't forget to subscribe.